Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Hamdan Abdullah. I will read the chapter 6, The New Lead Dog. The next morning, Francois could not find speech and he saw Buck covered with blood. What did I say? Buck is a great fighter, said Francois. Perrault looked at the wounds on Buck's body and sighed. That Spit fought like a devil, and Buck fought like two devils. Francois sighed. No, we can travel faster, no more speeds, no more trouble. Franco started to harness the dog. Buck walked to Spit's old position. Pagi selanjutnya, Franco tidak menemukan Spitz dan dia melihat Buck yang berlumurkan darah. Apa yang aku katakan? Buck adalah petarung yang hebat, kata Francois. Perrault melihat ke arah luka Buck yang ada di tubuhnya dan berkata, Spitz bertarung seperti iblis dan Buck bertarung layaknya dua iblis, kata Francois. Sekarang kita dapat berjalan lebih cepat. No more Spitz, tidak ada Spitz, tidak ada masalah. Francois memulai memanfaatkan anjingnya. Buck berjalan ke arah posisinya Spitz, but Francois put Solek in the lead position. Buck jumped angrily and at Solek. Francois cried, look at the Buck, he killed Spitz. And now he won his place. Go away, Buck. But Buck did not move. Solek was not happy. He was afraid of Buck. When Francois turned his back, Buck pushed Solek away. Francois was angry. Now I will show you. He went to get a heavy club. Buck remembered the man in the red sweater and moved away. Come here, Buck, said Francois. Buck did not obey. He wanted to be the lead dog because he won the fight with speed. The two men tried to put on the harness, but he always moved away. Come here, Buck, Perrault said, but Buck did not move. It was late. Francois put Solek in his old place. Perrault looked at his watch and he was angry. Put down the club, Francois. Francois put down the club and Buck came to the front of the team. Francois put on the harness and the sled started moving. Buck was an excellent lead dog. He moved and talked quickly. The other dog worked harder with Buck. The team traveled faster and faster. Buck is the best dog. The very best, Francois said. It was 45. It was 45 below zero. Someday, dog traveled 60 miles or more. After 14 days, they reached Skagway. The dog team was the center of attention. Then the two men received order from the Canadian government. Francois put his arm around Buck and cried. Then the two men left and Buck did not see them again. Tetapi Francois meletakkan Solek di posisi pemimpin. Buck meloncat amarah ke arah Solek. Francois cried. Francois berteriak, look at the Buck, lihatlah Buck. Francois menangis, look at the Buck, lihatlah ke arah Buck. Dia membunuh Spitz dan sekarang dia menginginkan tempatnya. Pergilah Buck. Buck tidak pindah. Solek was not happy, tidak merasa senang. Dia merasa takut dengan Buck. Ketika Francois kembali ke belakang Buck dan mendorong Solex ke depan, Francois sangat marah. Sekarang aku akan menunjukkan kepadamu. Dia menuju ke arah klub yang berat. Buck remember the man in the red sweater and moved. Buck mengingat laki-laki yang menggunakan sweater merah dan berpindah. Kesinilah Buck, kata Francois. Tetapi Buck tidak mengindahkannya. Dia ingin menjadi pemimpin para anjing karena dia telah memenangkan pertarungan dengan Spitz. Dua laki-laki mencoba untuk memanfaatkannya, tetapi dia selalu berpindah. Come here, Buck. Kesinilah, Buck. Perrault sighed. But Buck did not move. Tetapi Buck tidak berpindah. It was late. Ini sudah terlambat. Francois mengambil Solek di tempat yang lamanya. Perrault melihatnya dan marah. Turunkan kereta ini, Francois. Francois put down the club and Buck come to the front of the team. Francois meletakkannya dan Buck kembali di depan tim. Francois meletakkannya dan memanfaatkannya dan keretanya pun mulai berpindah. Buck was an excellent lead dog. Buck adalah pemimpin anjing yang pintar. Dia berpindah dengan cepat, dan anjing yang lain bekerja dengan keras dengan Buck. The tim perjalanan bergerak dengan cepat. Buck adalah anjing terbaik. Dia sangatlah baik, kata Francois. Ini sudah 45 sampai 0. Someday the dog traveled 60 miles. Suatu hari kereta anjing telah melalui 60 mil atau lebih setelah 4 hari 40. Setelah 14 hari mereka mencapai Skagway. The dog team dari anjing itu was the center of attention, telah sampai ke center attention. Dan dua laki-laki yang menerima orderan dari perusahaan Kanadian. Francois meletakkan Francois meletakkan tangannya di belakang Buck dan menangis. Then two men left and Buck did not see them again. Setelah itu dua laki-laki meninggalkannya dan Buck tidak melihat mereka lagi. Another man took Buck and his team back to Dawson. The sled was very heavy because it cried mile for the gold miners, but did not like it. But he and the other dog Worked hard is what not understanding life. One day was like another. Laki-laki yang lain mengambil Buck dan timnya kembali ke Dawson. Kereta itu sangatlah berat karena itu membawa kereta emas. Buck tidak menyukai itu, tetapi dia dan anjing yang lainnya bekerja keras. Ini tidak seperti hidup yang menarik. Suatu hari seperti hari yang lain. They started before it was light. At night they come, and this was the best part of the day. The dog ate some fish and rested by the fire. Buck loved to rest by the fire. Sometimes they talk of Judah Miller big house and his life there. He also talked about the man in the red sweater, the death of Curly, and the big fight with Spitz. All the time he remembered his parents, his Aunt Castor, and the world of long ago. Mereka memulai sebelum pagi. Ketika malam, mereka berkemah di tempat yang terbaik hari ini. Para anjing memakan beberapa ikan dan beristirahat di sekitar api unggun. Buck suka beristirahat di dekat api. Suatu ketika dia berpikir tentang rumah yang besar milik Millers dan hidupnya di sana. Dia selalu berpikir about laki-laki yang menggunakan sweater merah. Pertarung The Dead Curly and the Big Fight with Spitz. Pertarungan yang mematikan dan perkelahian yang besar dengan Spitz. Di lain waktu, dia mengingat orang tuanya dan dunianya yang telah berlalu lama. The journey was hard and the mile was heavy. Perjalanan sangatlah susah dan keras, dan salju semakin deras. Para anjing sekarang telah lemah dan lelah. Mereka membutuhkan not a long rest, but after only 2 days they were traveling again. The dog and the man were unhappy. Mereka membutuhkan waktu istirahat yang panjang, tetapi hanya dengan 2 hari mereka melakukan perjalanan lagi. Anjing dan laki-laki tersebut tidak senang. At night, the man took care of their dog. They looked at their feet, but the dog became weaker every day. Billy cried in his sleep and was very unfriendly. Dave was tired and ill. Something was wrong with him. When they stopped in the evening, he lay down and did not stand up until morning. The men were worried about Dave. They did not understand his illness. One day, Dave could not pull the sled anymore. He cried sadly when Solek took his place. The next morning, Dave could not move. The driver took his pistol and walked away. The dog heard a shot. The man came back quickly and the sled moved again. Buck and the other not know what happened to Dave. Di malam yang lain, laki-laki tersebut melihat ke anjing-anjingnya dan mereka melihat kaki para anjing tersebut yang setiap hari semakin melemah. Billy menangis di tidurnya dan sangat tidak was very unfriendly dan sangat tidak bersahabat. Dave sangat kelelahan dan ill. Ada sesuatu yang salah dengan Dave. Ketika dia berhenti di sore, dia down dan tidak dapat berdiri lagi sampai pagi. Laki-laki tersebut khawatir tentang Dave. Dia tidak paham dengan kelemahannya. One day, suatu hari, Dave tidak dapat mendorong sled anymore. He cried sadly when dia menangis dengan sedih ketika Solek mengambil tempatnya. Di pagi selanjutnya, Dave tidak dapat menarik lagi. The driver dan pengendara mengambil pistolnya dan berjalan ke arahnya. Para anjing mendengar suara tembakan. Laki-laki tersebut kembali dengan cepat dan melanjutkan perjalanannya. Buck dan yang lainnya tahu apa yang terjadi dengan Dave. 30 days after leaving Dawson City, the team arrived in the Skagway. The dogs were exhausted and thin. They needed a long rest. The men needed new, strong dogs to pull the sled. Setelah 30 hari meninggalkan kota Dawson, tim tiba di Skagway. Para anjing sekarang sudah kelelahan dan kurus. Mereka membutuhkan they need a long rest. Mereka membutuhkan istirahat yang panjang. The men needed new. Laki-laki tersebut membutuhkan anjing yang lebih kuat untuk mendorong sled kereta tersebut. They sold the old tired dogs. Mereka menjual 3 anjing yang kelelahan. Two American men called Hal and Carlos Buck and his team. 2 laki-laki Amerika dipanggilnya yang bernama Hal dan Charles. Mereka membeli Buck and his team. They bought other dogs too. Mereka membeli anjing yang lainnya juga. Carlos was 40 years old. Carlos berumur 40 tahun dan Hal was a young man, dan Hal adalah laki-laki yang muda. Carlos' wife Mercedes was also with them. They knew nothing about life in the Northland and they met many mistakes. Mereka mengetahui tidak ada hidup in the Northland and mereka melakukan banyak kesalahan. Mereka menaruh, they put too many things on their sled and tried to start. Mereka menaruh terlalu banyak hal di atas kereta mereka dan kelelahan untuk memulai. The dog pulled hard for a few moments and then stopped. The dogs mendorong dengan keras, tetapi setelah beberapa momen mereka stop. They could not move it because it was too heavy. Mereka tidak dapat bergerak karena ini terlalu berat. This lazy animal, cried Hal with a whip in his hand. Mereka adalah hewan yang malas, teriak Hal dengan cambuk di tangannya. They very weak. Mereka sangat lemah, kata laki-laki tersebut. They need rest. Mereka membutuhkan istirahat. Nonsense, they very lazy, said Hal. Moose, he cried, Moose. Hal whipped the dog again and again. Hal mencambuk anjing tersebut lagi dan lagi. Laki-laki yang lain, another man sighed. Laki-laki yang lain berkata, I don't care about you, but I care about the dog. Break the S around the slit, and then the dog can pull. Aku tidak peduli denganmu, tetapi aku peduli dengan anjing tersebut. Mereka melangkah menuju. Mereka menghancurkan es dan melangkah menggunakan slit. Dan anjing tersebut tidak dapat mendorong. Hal broke the S and the slit moved forward. Hal menghancurkan es dan kereta tersebut berpindah ke depan. The unhappy team moved on. Tim yang tidak senang akhirnya bergerak kembali. Day after day, Hal whipped the poor dog. Hari demi hari, Hal mencambuk anjing yang kasihan, anjing yang mengenaskan. He gave them little food to eat. Dia memberikan mereka makanan yang sedikit. They were very tired and very hungry. Mereka sangat kelelahan dan sangat lapar. They look like skeleton. Mereka terlihat seperti tengkorak. Dub hurt himself and was short. Dub menyakiti dirinya and was short dan sangat pendek. Bills and some other dog dead. Bill dan anjing yang lainnya mati. Soon we will all die. Dan kemudian nanti kita semua akan mati. Buck talk, pikir Buck. And thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.